They shooting. I made you look. Well, it looks like 50 Cent shooting. And I could say, checkmate. You cannot make this up. He is gunning, and he's gunning for a king. Yes, not T.I.P. King. He's gunning for Little King and his mama. You cannot make this up. It's bad. This is bad. And of course, yes, 50 dropped a diss track, and not just a diss track. Yes, he just dropped a track to his Power Origins. Yes, his Power Origin series. He just dropped a track from that. And you cannot make this up. You know this is going to be the intro to the show opening up. What I can tell you is his Power songs, yes, his songs in the Power universe, even the BMF, all them songs are hits. Yes. Hey, his albums, like how his albums, them songs are hits, and they're going to be played. And let me tell you this. 50's Power songs, over time, people tend to love the song. Yes, they tend to love it because it's repetitive playing year to year, just like every season. Sons and you have different songs that open up and people love them. As you know what I'm saying, they watching their favorite TV show and the song just clicks with the series. You cannot make this up. And now he just checkmate T.I. and King. And I said this was going to go bad in a real way. I did not want to do blogs no more, but people wanted my opinion on the situation. And yes, this is bad. I said it was bad. This is my opinion on the situation. I'm not talking about anybody. But yeah. Now, what I can tell you is T.I. went on and did an interview. And this is where I was puzzled. Yes, I was puzzled once T.I. said, yes, if you didn't like what I said, you shouldn't respond. And he was saying it so aggressively. Nigga, if you don't like what I said, shouldn't respond. Huh? See, now that's a problem. A problem, especially in the world of men. Yes, we can see why T.I. have a problem. He don't know how to move in the world of men. It's a thing. You could say, you could show respect, but T.I., yes, tend to forget. You threw the first punch. It's how 50 want to handle it. He can respond any way he wants. You can't get mad that a man responded how he responded. Don't say nothing at all. You ain't getting no response at all. One from you or one from 50. That's how men eliminated all across the board. You just don't say nothing at all to this man because you don't know how this man gonna respond, and he can respond however he want to respond. That's where I'm confused. When he did that, that showed me, yes, T.I. thinks like a female in that area. Yes, females respond, say crazy stuff. They just go out there and just say it and don't think of the consequences. Men normally, before they say anything, they think of the consequences on how a person is going to respond. That's just niggas with respect. Yes, period. Men don't say. That's why you don't see men crashing out all across the world. Because men just learn to, I'm not going to say nothing at all because I don't know how this nigga going to respond. Then we both going to be getting in here active if he responds in the wrong way and I take it wrong. That's how men is. And yes, T.I. went on to say that, and I was confused. Like, bro, you don't tell no man how to respond. Now, what I can tell you, what I mean is, yes, it is going bad in a real way. T.I. controlled this whole narrative. He's been controlling this whole narrative his whole career. And now what I can tell you is I'm going to eliminate this. 50 is a gangster. And yes, most gangsters, especially OGs, ones that make it, you could look at, perfect example, Snoop. Snoop was a gangster. He wasn't active like 50 was, but he was a gangster. And Snoop don't want no parts of that life at all. Once he's done, they're not gonna F up. That's why you don't never see nothing bad about Snoop effing up but that one time when he was still a little in that gangster mode. And that was back in the day when he had that case. Yes, 50 in the same way. It's the same way. These guys is not gonna mess up. They're not gonna catch cases like Diddy and them. See, when a gangster turns his life around, they was doing it their young days and they transformed their whole life, and they don't want to go back to that because they know what the streets really is. And Diddy and T.I. in them situations, yes, they was not gangsters. They lived a life, but they ain't lived that life to where they don't want to go back to that situation. And what I can tell you is 50 is one of them. He's not going to mess up. Meaning, yes, catching cases financially. This man is going to be strategic. He's going to be perfect in every area of success. Meaning, I'm not going to F up because he knows he had up life. Meaning, yes, hard time, street nigga, people after my life, police, this and that. No. That's why you see Diddy and people like T.I. doing criminal activity. Yes, criminal activity. And I mean, Tip, you was a hustler and you left that life. But T.I. wasn't really, his life wasn't really on the line as a hustler, I guess. As you know, he decided to become a rapper, make the money he made, and yes, decided to SA 20 alleged women. You cannot make this up. Him and his wife, Tiny. This is in his career time. Now, this is what I mean. He is dibbling down in criminal activity. Same for Diddy. These dudes are doing it at their peak, at the top. Yes, 50 would never do nothing like that. 50 is a law-abiding citizen. Perfect. This big gangster that got shot over the time. Yes, this. You gotta understand. He was a jacker. That's what 50 was a robber. And 50 is a better citizen. More citizen, like, more, a good citizen. Yes, a perfect guy. He is closer to a perfect guy than any of the other rappers. Yes, because people like Snoop and them, they're not going to live their life. because they know what it's really like. And yes, that's what I mean. T.I. controlled the narrative. T.I. controlled the narrative, meaning Tiny, he didn't have to let his wife go get that surgery and do that to her body. He let his wife do that to her body. He let his wife go on that stage. Didn't tell her, didn't talk about her ass. You better not take your ass on that stage. What they gonna do to you? He didn't do that. He didn't do that. And you get mad that a man reposted footage from. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? T.I. done everything to itself. And now 50 dropped a song talking about, yeah, your mama ate every box in Atlanta towards King. And I said this. Yo, kids don't want to hear y'all situation. King should have stayed out of it. And now you open up the doors so you can hear about, yes, Tiny being a nasty ski goddamn. This is T.I. can't win this battle. And he should shut it. He should tell his kids to stop. 50 don't care about you talking about his dead mama. He don't care. You got to understand. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. 50 don't care. You can talk about my mama. You can talk about my... And he loves his grandma more than his mama. Talk about his mama. You can talk about his grandma. You talk about his grandpa. He don't give... Who you talk about? You can even talk about his son. 50 is that confident in himself. And yes, when you deal with gangsters like that, bro, you can't win. That don't hurt his feelings because he knows the bigger picture. And he's not going to crash out. Because he knows, yes, playing this white man's game, I'm going to win. All I got to do is be a good guy. A good citizen. And make good content. Yes. Y'all try to make 50 crash out. He won't. He ain't. He can't. You cannot. He does not lose no battles. And he won this one. Tip, he got a song that's going to be in rotation for years and years and years and years. For a whole Power series. Origins. Let me know what y'all think about this. Drop it in the comments. Who's shooting? I'm shooting.